Michael, can you explain what happened with you and the ref there at the end of the first period?
I think emotions just were high, and it's hockey, and move on from it. It's not really a big of a deal.
How'd that game feel for you guys?
It felt good. Obviously, we had a really good start, good first two periods, and I thought our start of our third wasn't the best, but we snapped back into it, and what, got the win. So we got to move on from that and look forward to Thursday.
You talked about how you guys were evenly matched with Tampa. How does it feel just to know that you can beat this team after losing in overtime a few weeks ago?
Yeah, no, what, that's a good hockey team over there, very experienced hockey team, and that just shows they're never out. Obviously, we were up 2-0 going into the third, and then they brought it and they made a push and made it a one-goal game. So that just shows that we have to, never take our foot off the pedal. But I thought we responded really well, and I thought we played a really good game. And we got to keep building off of that.
Can we expect to see you find more space in the slot in future games after the way you scored tonight?
Yeah, I told Matty he can go to front of the net. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, that was a great pass. Actually, right before that, Matty set me up in the slot and missed it, and then Willie found me again, and I was able to put that home. So I'm just playing with those guys. I just try to get open, and when I have an opportunity to shoot, I want to shoot. But other than that, I'll be going to the net and letting Matty shoot, and he showed his shot on that power play goal, and it's a pretty nice one.
But a nice way to cap your 100th game in the NHL, or sorry, your 100th point, in the NHL.
Yeah, no, that's nice to get to that, milestone. Hopefully, I got a few more under me.
What does it mean for you to get to that milestone, given the path that you took to get here in the first place?
Yeah, obviously it's I took a little different path to make it to the NHL. I played 6 years in the American League or whatever it was, so over 300 games, and it's what, I'm proud of my path and the way I got here, and I just want to keep building off of it and keep playing my game.
Do you think that path has made these moments more special, more meaningful?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I had to keep grinding and keep believing in myself, and it got me here. So it's been a great run and so far, and I want to keep this going.
Did you know that Bunting was a former American Hockey League player?
Yeah, I played against him in the minors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Any history there?
No history there. I don't know. Probably have history with everybody. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I knew he was a former player.
Auston, how did that game feel for you guys tonight?
I mean, it's obviously a nice win for us. It's a really good team over there, so I think you kind of got to expect that there's going to be chances both ways, and we made good on some of ours, and obviously some big stops in the end.
You guys played the majority of that game with 5 defensemen, and I think more than doubled them up in shots. What did you make of your team's defensive effort?
I mean, I think we've been playing pretty solid defensively as of late. I think it's just a full team effort there in D-zone, and being in good spots and supporting one another all over the ice, but especially in D-zone. Then obviously we're getting some really good goaltending from both guys as well, so that always helps.
Lots of people talking about the Christmas skates as well. Can you talk about the design?
Yeah, just the ugly Christmas sweater that Ryan Reynolds has worn the last couple of years just to raise money for sick kids and on that foundation. So it's been nice to build a relationship with them and kind of get that jump started. And I've been wearing the doing something with the sweater the last couple of years just to kind of raise some awareness. So I think it was nice to be able to make a special skate for the occasion and kind of help raise some awareness and raise some donations for the hospital.
You can see them from the rafters, by the way.
I think that's the point.
What do you think of the impact Michael had in a game like this, Auston scoring the goal that he did and playing it always?
Yeah, I mean he's the competitor out there, so he's going to compete. He's going to get under the other team's skin, and he's going to be around the net. So he was a beast tonight. Obviously a big goal by him, but I just thought a lot of small plays that maybe don't get noticed all the time that he was making, and just the compete factor. I mean that's what you expect of the guys like that leading the way in that regard, and he definitely did.
As a first overall pick, what do you make of his journey to get to this point? 100 points in the league. It's a long road for him.
Buns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's journey is the same, right? So, he's obviously had to work his way up the ladder, and can't say I've walked in his shoes. Obviously, he has his own story, but just getting to know him. I mean, we're really close, and so it's been a lot of fun hanging out with him and getting to know him and just having fun on the ice, off the ice as well, and just doing our thing. So I'm happy for him. And hopefully he keeps the foot on the pedal.
Did you guys hear about Victor Mede's grandfather?
We did. Yeah, we did. Obviously,
How's Victor doing? And
our condolences obviously go out to Victor, everybody, that was affected. It's really sad. I'm not sure really what else to say other than that, our hearts go out to Victor and everybody involved and that's affected.
not a lot of work for you in the first couple of periods, but how do you feel? What do you think about the game tonight?
Yeah, I think you're bang on there. I think we were carrying the game through the first 2 periods. A lot of puck possession, a lot of zone time. Obviously, a ton of shots, and they weren't getting much. So I thought we played a real solid game all the way through tonight, and that's a big reason why they weren't able to generate too much, especially for through the first 2 periods.
What's it like as a goalie when you don't face a lot of shots and then you do in the third period?
I mean, it just is what it is. You just got to kind of try to match the flow of the game. There's going to be games like that, and there's going to be games where you're seeing a ton of pucks. So you can't really control how that goes. You just got to try to manage it as best you can.
What have you learned about Michael Bunting since he joined this team?
Well, I played with Bunts a little bit in junior too, so I know him well, and he's just a scrappy, hard-nosed player. He's got a great finishing touch. He's a good goal scorer. Plays with passion. He's a big part of this team, and he had a great night tonight.
You've won the cup twice. The guy at the other end won the cup twice. How much respect do you have for each other?
Well, yeah, he's one of the top goalies in the league. He's a very gifted athlete, and I have definitely the utmost respect for him for sure.
Who got the belt tonight?
Bunts did, yeah.
You ever see a player get thrown out like he did by the ref?
I didn't see it, to be totally honest with you. I didn't see it.
What did you like about what the group did in front of you tonight, especially through the first 2 periods that, guys were talking about cleaning up after the 2 road losses?
I think a lot of things. I think we were always in the right spots, both defensively and offensively. That allowed us to keep the puck a lot and get it back pretty quickly. So I thought we did a lot of things really well.
Calle, how'd you feel in the first game back?
Pretty good. Obviously got a little tired quicker than I'm used to, but I thought I got better and better throughout the game.
And what did you think of your team's performance tonight, especially those first 2 periods?
Yeah, I thought we played great in, like you said, the first 2, and then in the third we didn't start off the way we wanted to, but we found a way to get it done anyway.
We heard Bunting got the belt tonight. What did you make of his game?
Oh, he was great. It was a hell of a shot too by him. He was great.
A weird moment with the ref and him at the end of the first period. What did you see there?
I didn't even see it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Team's defensive effort. You lost Rasmus Sandin for most of this game. Still held Tampa under 20 shots.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're continuing to play very good defensively, and our goal has been great for us as well.
Really good first couple of periods, and going off in the third. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, I thought our guys played really well. Even in the third period, I thought we started a little bit hesitant early in the period, but found our legs and then just got back to playing, which is what we talked about after the second period. Is just, we're in a good spot for a good reason. Let's just stay with it, But it's an important game, against a good team. I thought we were a little tentative early there in that third, but then we found our legs and I thought we were fine. I mean, they started to shoot the puck from everywhere and had a little more urgency. I thought we made 2 mistakes off of face-offs in the game, but aside from that, we were pretty darn good.
What do you think of the impact Michael had tonight?
I thought he was great. Battles, competed, a huge goal he scores for us. Seems like he's involved in everything. That line was really good again tonight.
What do you think of the linesman pushing him off there at the end of the first period? Have you seen something like that before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's an emotional game.
How's Rasmus
We'll have an update. He's going to have to get evaluated over, today and then again tomorrow, and we'll have a better idea of what's happening with him right now.
What do you think of Calle tonight?
Was there a specific play that happened? Like, you couldn't figure out what the press was, but...
Yeah, there was, but it was pretty innocent, so there's not a whole lot there. That's why it's at this point I'd say it's more precautionary than anything. But you know, they're going to need some time to things to settle and to know exactly what's happening and what his status might be.
Calle, how did you think of him coming back tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was good. I thought he had good legs. You know, you're gonna have to watch it back to know a lot of detail on that. I thought that line didn't spend a whole lot of time in the offensive zone or anything like that. But you know, I thought he was good. It certainly was nice to have him back.
Where do you see the improvements, Sheldon, with first 40 coming out of the 2 losses on the road?
Yeah, you know, it was a different type of game than what we've had, you know, what we played on the road. It wasn't nearly as intense or physical here tonight, and it was a different type of game. You know, I thought we were in a pretty good spot. We made a mistake on the first shift of the game, and then really were pretty solid through the whole first period, but you're not scoring, so it's, you know the team you're playing just needs one chance. Then we Bunt scored that goal. It's a huge goal for us. And then again, you know, huge power play goal. I mean, we've been really focusing on our power play a lot the last few days, and a play like that we scored on too, and the guys executed it so perfectly. Huge moment there. So those kind of things allowed us to play with the lead, yet you're still at 2-0. I thought we obviously really wanted the third goal, and I thought we had more than enough opportunities to get it. In terms of what improved, I thought our guys just worked, and you know, the game never really opened up in terms of their pace and their transition. They've been scoring a lot of goals off the rush and off the transition, and that really wasn't at play in the game here tonight.
Matt didn't have a lot of work, obviously, in the first 2 periods, but I think about a minute into the game, he made a great stretching left toe save on point. I mean, that's one of those saves that if he doesn't make, maybe the game goes in a different direction.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was alluding to when I said we made a mistake there. You know, we weren't in the right spot in our coverage, and opened up a big hole for him that he jumped through, and that is certainly is a huge moment in the game. I thought, you know, that was one of the things that really does stand out to me is big moments. I thought we were really good, right? That save by Matt, our power play, our penalty kill at a time, you know, when it's 2-0 and you're going against a power play that's very good and dangerous. You know, going back to the power play goal, like that's a penalty kill that's been really rolling. It's been as good as anybody in the league here of late, and those big moments I thought were really good. And then obviously they make it 2-1. I thought we got better in the third period once they made it 2-1 and didn't get rattled or phased, you know, get the empty net goals to seal the game. So in those key moments, our guys really stepped up, and certainly started with Matt's save there.
Say about what Victor Mede is going through. I mean, obviously you're going along with him, but what do you say from movements?
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I just learned about it this afternoon. But obviously our thoughts are with he and his family, and it hits a little bit closer to home now, obviously, because we know Victor and all of that. But I mean, it's such a tragic thing. We're thinking of everybody and all the families that are impacted by this. It's incredibly tragic, and certainly feeling for Victor and his family right now.
Sheldon, John Cooper said this morning that even with 50 games left in the season, they are well aware that there's a good chance they'll meet you guys in the playoffs. I know we're a long way away, not even at the halfway point, but do these games against Tampa feel different than other opponents?
Well, I mean, you know, I got a question before the game about, you know, the rivalry and all that. I mean, the games feel different because you've played a playoff series against them, and it was so tight and all of those kind of things. And but to me, every season, every game is kind of a new thing. Our first game we played against them down in Tampa was a tight game. It goes to overtime. Our division, I mean, as long as I've been here, and even before I got here, the division is so tight. Like every game and every point matters, and you know you're going to have a tough road no matter how it shakes out. So these divisional games are really important to us for lots of reasons, and certainly we have so much respect for Tampa and the type of team that they have that we know we have to be at our best.
Given the path that he's taken to get here, is there any added or extra significance to Bunting hitting the 100-point mark for his career?
I mean, I think when you look at the big picture, sure. When you think about his path and all of that, it's a significant milestone, no doubt. I believe he's beyond all of that. You know, it's all part of his story, but he's an NHL player. He's solidified himself now. He's a very important player to our team. So in that sense, I don't look at it as overly significant because I've got lots of confidence he's going to get to 200. So, it's a great accomplishment for him, but I know he's got bigger things ahead.
You mentioned Anthony Cirelli this morning. Was there any sort of intentional purpose of maybe using last change to avoid the Cirelli line tonight?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Just the way some of the matchups played out, I just thought we had to go, kind of head to head with the top two groups, and they were sort of seemed comfortable with that as well. Obviously, some D zone face-offs and things that gets mixed up a little bit, but. It's one of those. It's always one of those challenging things when you're playing against really strong defensive centers. Is sometimes you're trying to avoid that matchup, and then you end up with another matchup somewhere else that you don't love. For the most part, we just kind of let our guys roll today. That was important to me, just to kind of get our guys out, and that includes the Holmberg line. I mean, I tested those guys quite a bit here tonight. I knew we had some tough matchups coming at different times, and rather than holding them back and then missing shifts, I put them out because I think we really need to see those guys in those moments. I thought Holmberg and Anderson were really good here tonight. Aston Reese, we've come to expect it, and he's been in the league a long time, but you're really just kind of pushing your guys in these games and in these moments to be good. I thought those two guys were really good, and down to 5D, our D again were really good, and Connor Timmins was fun to watch tonight.